Network. Noun. A fabric or structure of fibrous elements attached to each other at regular intervals. Verb. To interact socially for the purpose of getting connections or personal advancement. Implement. Noun. A tool or instrument for working with. Rapper. Noun. One who, or that which, raps or knocks. Alternative. Noun. A situation which allows a mutually exclusive choice between two or more possibilities. A choice between two or more possibilities. Adjective. Relating to a choice between two or more possibilities. Accessible. Adjective. Easy of access or approach. Durability. Noun. Permanence by virtue of the power to resist stress or force. Learn. Noun. The act of learning something. Verb. To acquire. Or attempt to acquire knowledge or an ability to do something. Intolerant. Noun. One who is intolerant. A bigot. Empower. Verb. To give permission, power, or the legal right to do something. 15. Numeral. The cardinal number occurring after 14, 14, and before 16, 16. Sky. Noun. The atmosphere above a given point, especially as visible from the ground during the day. Verb. To hit, kick or throw a ball extremely high. Noun. A vibrant light blue color, like that of the sky on a fine day. 6th. Noun. Not used in the plural. The person or thing in the 6th position. Verb. To divide by 6, which also means multiplying a denominator by 6. Adjective. The ordinal form of the number 6. Disciplined. Verb. To train someone by instruction and practice. Adjective. Possessing mental discipline. Kindness. Noun. The state of being kind. Gang. Verb. To go, walk, proceed. Greengrocer. Noun. A person who sells fresh vegetables and fruit, normally from a relatively small shop. Plow. Noun. The notional area of land able to be farmed in a year by a team of 8 oxen pulling a Karuka plow. Usually reckoned at 120 acres. Noun. A device pulled through the ground in order to break it open into furrows for planting. Verb. To use a plow on to prepare for planting. Noun. Land that has been or is meant to be plowed. Gestures. Noun. A motion of the limbs or body, especially one made to emphasize speech. Verb. To make a gesture or gestures. Annoyed. Verb. To disturb or irritate, especially by continued or repeated acts. To bother with unpleasant deeds. Adjective. Troubled. Irritated by something unwanted or unliked. An annoyance. Vexed. Selfies. Noun. A photographic self-portrait, especially one taken manually, not using a timer, tripod etc., with a small camera or mobile phone. Order. Noun. Arrangement, disposition, or sequence. Verb. To set in some sort of order. Compulsory. Noun. Something that is compulsory or required. Adjective. Required. Obligatory. Mandatory. Orders. Noun. Arrangement, disposition, or sequence. Verb. To set in some sort of order. Loved. Verb. Usually transitive, sometimes intransitive. Stative. To have a strong affection for someone or something. Verb. To praise, commend. Adjective. Being the object of love. Flexion. Noun. The act of bending a joint, especially a bone joint, the counteraction of extension. Billing. Verb. To dig, chop, etc., with a bill. Verb. To peck. Verb. To advertise by a bill or public notice. Noun. Amounts billed. Alternately. Adverb. In reciprocal succession, succeeding by turns, in alternate order. Reads. Noun. A reading or an act of reading, especially an actor's part of a play. Verb. To look at and interpret letters or other information that is written. Documents. Noun. An original or official paper used as the basis, proof, or support of anything else, including any writing, book, or other instrument conveying information pertinent to such proof or support. Verb. To record in documents, emails. Noun. A system for transferring messages from one computer to another, usually through a network. Verb. To send an email or emails to. Noun. Enamel. Developing. Verb. To change with a specific direction. Progress. Noun. A process of development. Adjective. In the process of development. Sir. Noun. A man of a higher rank or position. Verb. To address someone, using sir. Speed. Noun. The state of moving quickly or the capacity for rapid motion, rapidity. Phrasal. Adjective. Referring to, or used in the manner of, a phrase. Romantic. Adjective. Of or dealing with languages or cultures derived from Roman influence and Latin. Italian. French. Portuguese. Spanish. Romanian. Catalan. Occitan. Corsican, etc. Adjective. Of or pertaining to romance. Noun. A person with romantic character. A character like those of the knights in a mythic romance. Adjective. Of a work of literature. A writer, etc. Being like or having the characteristics of a romance. Or poetic tale of a mythic or quasi-historical time. Fantastic. 1. Noun. The digit or figure 1. Verb. To cause to become one. To gather into a single whole. To unite. Adjective. Of a period of time. Being particular. Numeral. The number represented by the Arabic numeral 1. The numerical value equal to that cardinal number. Pronoun. Impersonal pronoun. Indefinite. One thing. Among a group of others. One member of a group. Registrar. Noun. An official keeper or recorder of records. Ridden. Adjective. Full of. Verb. To transport oneself by sitting on and directing a horse. Later also a bicycle, etc. Cooker. Noun. A device for heating food, a stove. Managing. Verb. To direct or be in charge of. Noun. Management. Mole. Noun. A pigmented spot on the skin, a nevus, slightly raised, and sometimes hairy. Ruled. Verb. To regulate. Be in charge of. Make decisions for. Reign over. Verb. To revel. Adjective. Having printed lines. Basement. Noun. A floor of a building below ground level. Examine. Verb. To observe or inspect carefully or critically. Pickpocket. Noun. One who steals from the pocket of a passerby. Usually by sleight of hand. Verb. To pick pockets. To steal. Planning. Verb. To design. A building, machine, etc. Noun. Action of the verb to plan. Puzzle. Noun. Anything that is difficult to understand or make sense of. Verb. To perplex someone. Payments. Noun. The act of paying. Barrier. Noun. A structure that bars passage. Verb. To block or obstruct with a barrier. Disgusts. Verb. To cause an intense dislike for something. Beef. Noun. The meat from a cow, bull or other bovine. Verb. To complain. Adjective. Being a bovine animal that is being raised for its meat. Counselor. Noun. A professional who counsels people, especially on personal problems. Monitor. Noun. Someone who watches over something. Artificial. Adjective. Man-made, of artifice. Salary. Noun. A fixed amount of money paid to a worker. Usually calculated on a monthly or annual basis. Not hourly. As wages. Implies a degree of professionalism and or autonomy. Verb. To pay on the basis of a period of a week or longer. Especially to convert from another form of compensation. Adjective. Saline. Showed. Verb. To display, to have somebody see something. Initiatives. Noun. A beginning. a first move. Head. Noun. The part of the body of an animal or human which contains the brain, mouth and main sense organs. Verb. To be in command of. See also head up. Adjective. Of. Relating to. Or intended for the head. Annual. Noun. An annual publication. A book. Periodical. Journal. Report. Comic book. Yearbook. Etc. Which is published serially once a year. Which may or may not be in addition to regular weekly or monthly publication. Adjective. Happening once every year. Poet. Noun. A person who writes poems. Sandcastle. Noun. A sculpture made of sand and resembling a miniature castle. Typically, but not always, made for fun by a child on a beach. Recognize. Verb. To match. Something or someone which one currently perceives. To a memory of some previous encounter with the same person or thing. Heater. Noun. A device that produces and radiates heat, typically to raise the temperature of a room or building. Fat. Noun. A specialized animal tissue with a high oil content, used for long-term storage of energy. Verb. To make fat. To fatten. Adjective. Carrying more fat than usual on one's body. Plump. Not lean or thin. Adjective. Originally African American Vernacular English. Excellent. Cool. Very good. Laser. Noun. A device that produces a monochromatic, coherent beam of light. Verb. To cut with a laser. Metal. Noun. A stamped metal disc used as a personal ornament, a charm, or a religious object. Verb. To win a medal. Seventh. Noun. The person or thing in the seventh position. Adjective. The ordinal form of the number 7. Dimensional. Adjective. Of or pertaining to dimensions. Servers. Noun. A program that provides services to other programs or devices, either in the same computer or over a computer network. Enjoy. Verb. To receive pleasure or satisfaction from something. Laughing. Verb. To show mirth, satisfaction, or derision, by peculiar movement of the muscles of the face, particularly of the mouth, causing a lighting up of the face and eyes, and usually accompanied by the emission of explosive or chuckling sounds from the chest and throat. To indulge in laughter. Noun. The action of the verb to laugh. Deeply. Adverb. At depth, in a deep way. Bubble. Noun. A spherically contained volume of air or other gas, especially one made from soapy liquid. Verb. To produce bubbles. To rise up in bubbles, such as in foods cooking or liquids boiling. Onboarding. Noun. The process of bringing a new employee on board, incorporating training and orientation. Biking. Verb. To ride a bike. Noun. The sport of riding a bicycle. Outstanding. Verb. To resist effectually. Withstand. Sustain without yielding. Adjective. Prominent or noticeable. Standing out from others. Hose. Noun. A flexible tube conveying water or other fluid. Verb. To water or spray with a hose. Response. Noun. An answer or reply, or something in the nature of an answer or reply. Happen. Verb. To occur or take place. Adverb. Maybe, perhaps. Land. Noun. The part of earth which is not covered by oceans or other bodies of water. Verb. To descend to a surface, especially from the air. Adjective. Of or relating to land. Measurement. Noun. The act of measuring. Goals. Noun. A result that one is attempting to achieve. Verb. To score a goal. Password. Noun. A word used to gain admittance or to gain access to information. Watchword. Verb. To protect with a password. Crucial. Adjective. Essential or decisive for determining the outcome or future of something. Extremely important. Impressed. Verb. To affect someone strongly and often favorably. Adjective. Strongly affected, especially favorably. Responses. Noun, an answer or reply, or something in the nature of an answer or reply. Loyal. Adjective, having or demonstrating undivided and constant support for someone or something. Beginning. Noun, the act of doing that which begins anything. Commencement of an action, state, or space of time. Entrance into being or upon a course. The first act, effort, or state of a succession of acts or states. Impression. Noun, the indentation or depression made by the pressure of one object on or into another. Verb, to manipulate a blank key within a lock so as to mark it with impressions of the shape of the lock, which facilitates creation of a duplicate key. Caught. Verb, heading, to capture, overtake. Adjective, of the method of being out in which the striker hits the ball and a fielder catches it. Once. Adverb, frequency, one and only one time. Conjunction, as soon as, when, after. Keyword. Noun, any word used as the key to a code. Verb, to tag with keywords, as for example to facilitate searching. Nickel. Noun, a silvery elemental metal with an atomic number of 28 and symbol Ni. Verb, to plate with nickel. Lately. Adverb, recently, not long ago, of late. Servant. Noun, one who is hired to perform regular household or other duties, and receives compensation, as opposed to a slave. Verb, to subject. Decorate. Verb, to furnish with decorations. Film. Noun, a thin layer of some substance. A pellicle, a membranous covering, causing opacity. Verb, to record, activity, or a motion picture, on photographic film. Addresses. Noun, direction. Verb, to prepare oneself. Memorandum. Noun, a short note serving as a reminder. Poet. Noun, a person who writes poems. Smooth. Noun, something that is smooth, or that goes smoothly and easily. Verb, to make smooth or even. Adjective, having a texture that lacks friction, not rough. Adverb, smoothly. Result. Noun, that which results. The conclusion or end to which any course or condition of things leads, or which is obtained by any process or operation. Consequence or effect. Verb, to proceed, spring up or rise, as a consequence. From facts, arguments, premises, combination of circumstances, consultation, thought or endeavor, interjection, an exclamation of joy following a favorable outcome. Armed. Verb, to take by the arm, to take up in one's arms. Verb, to supply with armor. Later especially. Weapons. Adjective, sometimes in combination. Equipped, especially with a weapon. Euro. Noun, person living or originating from Europe. Noun, the currency unit of the European Monetary Union. Symbol, euro. Canoeing. Verb, to ride or paddle a canoe. Noun, a water sport involving traveling or racing in canoes or kayaks. Simulator. Noun, one who simulates or feigns. Scenic. Noun, a depiction of scenery. Adjective, having beautiful scenery, picturesque. Rain. Noun, condensed water falling from a cloud. Verb, to have rain fall from the sky. Immersed. Verb, to put under the surface of a liquid. To dunk. Adjective, under the surface of a liquid. Sunk. Fat. Noun, a specialized animal tissue with a high oil content, used for long-term storage of energy. Verb, to make fat. To fatten. Adjective, carrying more fat than usual on one's body. Plump, not lean or thin. Adjective, originally African American vernacular English. Excellent. Cool. Very good. Bargain. Noun, an agreement between parties concerning the sale of property, or a contract by which one party binds himself to transfer the right to some property for a consideration. and the other party binds himself to receive the property and pay the consideration. Verb. To make a bargain. To make a deal or contract for the exchange of property or services. To negotiate. Protocol. Noun. The minutes, or official record, of a negotiation or transaction, especially a document drawn up officially which forms the legal basis for subsequent agreements based on it. Verb. To make a protocol of. Installer. Noun. One who installs. Nowhere. Noun. No particular place. No place. Adjective. Unimportant. Unworthy of notice. Adverb. In no place. Conversions. Noun. The act of converting something or someone. Midwife. Noun. A person, usually a woman, who is trained to assist women in childbirth, but who is not a physician. Verb. To act as a midwife. Compromise. Noun. The settlement of differences by arbitration or by consent reached by mutual concessions. Verb. To bind by mutual agreement. Indicator. Noun. A pointer or index that indicates something. Growth. Noun. An increase in size, number, value, or strength. Peculiar. Noun. That which is peculiar. A sole or exclusive property. A prerogative. A characteristic. Adjective. Out of the ordinary. Odd. Strange. Unusual. Stages. Noun. A phase. Verb. To produce on a stage, to perform a play. Aquarium. Noun. A tank, often made of glass, for keeping live fish or other aquatic animals. Marketing. Verb. To make products or services available for sale and promote them. Noun. Buying and selling in a market. Hindered. Verb. To make difficult to accomplish. To act as an obstacle. To frustrate. Heart. Noun. A muscular organ that pumps blood through the body. Traditionally thought to be the seat of emotion. Verb. To be fond of. Often bracketed or abbreviated with a heart symbol. Politician. Noun. One engaged in politics, especially an elected or appointed government official. Print. Noun. Books and other material created by printing presses. Considered collectively or as a medium. Verb. To produce one or more copies of a text or image on a surface. Especially by machine. Often used without or off. Print out. Print off. Adjective. Of. Relating to. Or writing for printed publications. Competence. Noun. The quality or state of being competent, i.e. able or suitable for a general role. Privileged. Verb. To grant some particular right or exemption to. To invest with a peculiar right or immunity. To authorize. Adjective. Having special privileges. Interpreted. Verb. To explain or tell the meaning of. To translate orally into intelligible or familiar language or terms applied especially to language, but also to dreams, signs, conduct, mysteries, etc. Nearly. Adverb. With great scrutiny. Carefully. 60th. Noun. The person or thing in the 60th position. Adjective. The ordinal form of the number 60. Bundle. Noun. A group of objects held together by wrapping or tying. Verb. To tie or wrap together into a bundle. Verb. Often with on. To jump into a dogpile. Autonomy. Noun. Self-government. Freedom to act or function independently. Night. Noun. The period between sunset and sunrise. When a location faces far away from the sun. Thus when the sky is dark. Verb. To spend a night. In a place. To overnight. Interjection. Ellipsis of good night. Mechanics. Noun. The branch of physics that deals with the action of forces on material objects with mass. Caring. Verb. To be concerned. About. To have an interest. In. To feel concern. About. Noun. The act of one who cares. Adjective. Of a person. Kind. Sensitive. Empathetic. Normally. Adverb, under normal conditions or circumstances. Usually, most of the time. Marine. Noun. A soldier. Normally a member of a Marine Corps. Trained to serve on board or from a ship. Adjective. Belonging to or characteristic of the sea. Existing or found in the sea. Formed or produced by the sea. Absence. Noun. A state of being away or withdrawn from a place or from companionship. The period of being away. Photograph. Noun. A picture created by projecting an image onto a photosensitive surface such as a chemically treated plate or film, CCD receptor, etc. Verb. To take a photograph of. Satisfied. Verb. To do enough for. To meet the needs of. To fulfill the wishes or requirements of. Bicycle. Noun. A vehicle that has two wheels. One behind the other. A steering handle. And a saddle seat or seats, and is usually propelled by the action of a rider's feet upon pedals. Verb. To travel or exercise using a bicycle. Digital. Noun. A digital option. Adjective. Having to do with digits. Fingers or toes. Performed with a finger. Chemist. Noun. A person who specializes in the science of chemistry, especially at a professional level. Notes. Noun. Heading. A symbol or annotation. Verb. To notice with care. To observe. To remark. To heed. Noun. That which is needed or necessary. Business. Duty. Work. Marine. Noun. A soldier. Normally a member of a Marine Corps. Trained to serve on board or from a ship. Adjective. Belonging to or characteristic of the sea. Existing or found in the sea. Formed or produced by the sea. Scans. Noun. Close investigation. Verb. To examine sequentially, carefully, or critically. To scrutinize. To behold closely. Discovered. Verb. To find or learn something for the first time. Praise. Noun. Commendation. Favorable representation in words. Verb. To give praise to. To commend. Glorify. Or worship. Knob. Noun. A rounded protuberance. Especially one arising from a flat surface. A fleshy lump or caruncle. Verb. Of a man. To have sex with. According. Verb. To make, to agree or correspond. To suit one thing to another. To adjust. Adjective. Agreeing. In agreement or harmony. Harmonious. Adverb. Accordingly. Correspondingly. Advisor. Noun. One who offers advice. Needed. Verb. To have an absolute requirement for. Adjective. Necessary. Being required. Specification. Noun. An explicit set of requirements to be satisfied by a material, product, or service. Cheated. Verb. To violate rules in order to gain advantage from a situation. Adjective. Having been deceived. Dinosaur. Noun. In scientific usage. Any of the animals belonging to the clade Dinosauria. Especially those that existed during the Triassic, Jurassic and Cretaceous periods and are now extinct. Homeowner. Noun. Someone who owns a house. Mixer. Noun. One who, or a device that, mixes or merges things together. Passionate. Noun. A passionate individual. Verb. To fill with passion. Or with another given emotion. Adjective. Given to strong feeling. Sometimes romantic. Sexual. Or both. Hair. Noun. A pigmented filament of keratin which grows from a follicle on the skin of humans and other mammals. Verb. To remove the hair from. Grasped. Verb. To grip. To take hold, particularly with the hand. Blows. Noun. A strong wind. Verb. To produce an air current. Noun. The act of striking or hitting. Noun. A mass or display of flowers. A yield. Verb. To blossom. To cause to bloom or blossom. Galaxy. Noun. The Milky Way. The apparent band of concentrated stars which appears in the night sky over Earth. Crafted. Verb, to make by hand and with much skill. Adjective, manufactured. Named. Verb, detransitive, to give a name to. Adjective, having a name. Journeyman. Noun, a tradesman who has served an apprenticeship and is employed by a master tradesman. Howl. Noun, the protracted, mournful cry of a dog or a wolf, or other like sound. Verb, to utter a loud, protracted, mournful sound or cry, as dogs and wolves often do. Comprehensive. Noun, a comprehensive school. Adjective, broadly or completely covering, including a large proportion of something. Fairness. Noun, the property of being fair or equitable. Becoming. Verb, to arrive, come, to a place. Noun, the act or process by which something becomes. Adjective, pleasingly suitable, fit, congruous, beautiful. Administration. Noun, the act of administering, government of public affairs, the service rendered, or duties assumed, in conducting affairs, the conducting of any office or employment. Direction. Scroll. Noun, a roll of paper or parchment, a writing formed into a roll. Verb, to change one's view of data on a computer's display, typically using a scroll bar or a scroll wheel to move in gradual increments. Enthusiastic. Adjective, with zealous fervor, excited, motivated. Excite. Verb, to stir the emotions of. Monocle. Noun, a single lens, usually in a wireframe, and used to correct vision for only one eye. Inspiration. Noun, the drawing of air into the lungs. Accomplished in mammals by elevation of the chest walls and flattening of the diaphragm. As part of the act of respiration. Encourages. Verb, to mentally support, to motivate, give courage, hope or spirit. Reassignment. Noun, the act of reassigning, a second or subsequent assignment. Safekeeping. Noun, the act of keeping something safe, protection from harm, damage, loss, or theft. Fugitive. Noun, a person who flees or escapes and travels secretly from place to place, and sometimes using disguises and aliases to conceal his, her identity, as to avoid law authorities in order to avoid an arrest or prosecution, or to avoid some other unwanted situation. Adjective, fleeing or running away. Difficulties. Noun, a series of frustrations. Noun, the state of being difficult, or hard to do. Dressmaker. Noun, a person who makes tailor-made women's clothes. Glitches. Noun, a problem affecting function. Verb, especially of machines. To experience an intermittent, unexpected, malfunction. Forming. Verb, to assume, a certain shape or visible structure. Noun, the act by which something is formed. Formation. Heritage. Noun, an inheritance, property that may be inherited. Exhibits. Noun, an instance of exhibiting. Verb, to display or show something for others to see, especially at an exhibition or contest. Myth. Noun, a traditional story which embodies a belief regarding some fact or phenomenon of experience, and in which often the forces of nature and of the soul are personified. A sacred narrative regarding a god, a hero, the origin of the world or of a people, etc. Picnic. Noun, an informal social gathering, usually in a natural outdoor setting, to which the participants bring their own food and drink. Verb, to take part in a picnic. Algorithmic. Adjective, of, relating to, or being an algorithm. Bad. Noun, error, mistake. Adjective, unfavorable. Negative, not good. Adverb, badly. Researcher. Noun, one who researches. Rings. Noun, physical, a solid object in the shape of a circle. Verb, to enclose or surround. Noun, the resonant sound of a bell, or a sound resembling it. Verb, of a bell. etc., to produce a resonant sound. Noun. An algebraic structure which consists of a set with two binary operations, an additive operation and a multiplicative operation, such that the set is an abelian group under the additive operation, a monoid under the multiplicative operation, and such that the multiplicative operation is distributive with respect to the additive operation. Noun. A gymnastics apparatus and discipline consisting of two rings suspended from a bar. 7. Noun. The digit, figure 7 or an occurrence thereof. Numeral. A numerical value equal to 7. The number following 6 and preceding 8. This many dots. Identify. Verb. To establish the identity of someone or something. Increased. Verb. Of a quantity, etc. To become larger or greater. Managed. Verb. To direct or be in charge of. Regulator. Noun. A device that controls or limits something. Nose. Noun. A protuberance on the face housing the nostrils, which are used to breathe or smell. Verb. To move cautiously by advancing its front end. Focused. Verb. Followed by on or upon. To concentrate one's attention. Adjective. Directing all one's efforts towards achieving a particular goal. Pause. Noun. A button whose functions are pausing and resuming something, such as a DVD player, a video game or a computer. Noun. A temporary stop or rest, an intermission of action, interruption, suspension, cessation. Verb. To take a temporary rest. Take a break for a short period after an effort. Fought. Verb. To contend in physical conflict, either singly or in war, battle, etc. Dehumidifier. Noun. A device for removing the moisture content from air. Nuisance. Noun. A minor annoyance or inconvenience. Increase. Noun. An amount by which a quantity is increased. Verb. Of a quantity, etc. To become larger or greater. Conducted. Verb. To lead, or guide. To escort. Genius. Noun. Someone possessing extraordinary intelligence or skill. Especially somebody who has demonstrated this by a creative or original work in science, music, art, etc. Adjective. Ingenious. Brilliant. Very clever. Or original. Hold. Noun. A grasp or grip. Verb. To grasp or grip. Filters. Noun. A device which separates a suspended, dissolved, or particulate matter from a fluid, solution, or other substance. Any device that separates one substance from another. Verb. To sort, sift, or isolate. Cats. Noun. An animal of the family Felidae. Verb. To hoist the anchor by its ring so that it hangs at the cathead. Noun. A program in command in Unix that reads one or more files and directs their content to the standard output. Verb. To apply the cat command to one or more files. Noun. A catapult. Noun. Any of a variety of earth-moving machines. From their manufacturer Caterpillar Inc. Noun. A twin-hulled ship or boat. Noun. A group, often named or numbered, to which items are assigned based on similarity or defined criteria. Noun. Any fish of the order Siluriformes, mainly found in fresh water, lacking scales, and having barbels like whiskers around the mouth. Noun. Someone who creates a fake profile on a social media platform in order to deceive people. Curiosity. Noun. Uncountable. Inquisitiveness. The tendency to ask and learn about things by asking questions. Investigating. Or exploring. Policy. Noun. A principle of behavior, conduct, etc., thought to be desirable or necessary, especially as formally expressed by a government or other authoritative body. Verb. To regulate by laws. To reduce to order. Counselor. Noun. A professional who counsels people, especially on personal problems. Giving. Verb. Detransitive. To move, shift. Provide something abstract or concrete to someone or something or somewhere. Noun. The act of bestowing as a gift. A conferring or imparting. Adjective. Having the tendency to give. Generous. Ancient. Noun. A person who is very old. Adjective. Having lasted from a remote period. Having been of long duration. Of great age. Very old. Knob. Noun. A rounded protuberance. Especially one arising from a flat surface. A fleshy lump or caruncle. Verb. Of a man. To have sex with. Reformatting. Verb. To format anew or again. Generally erasing a previous format. Noun. The act by which something is reformatted. Stars. Noun. Any small luminous dot appearing in the cloudless portion of the night sky. Especially with a fixed location relative to other such dots. Verb. To appear as a featured performer or headliner. Especially in an entertainment program. Noun. With the outer space permitted. Verb. To allow something to happen, to give permission for. Hurry. Noun. Rushed action. Verb. To do things quickly. Caught. Verb. Heading. To capture. Overtake. Adjective. Of the method of being out in which the striker hits the ball and a fielder catches it. Dig. Noun. An archaeological or paleontological investigation. Or the site where such an investigation is taking place. Verb. To move hard-packed earth out of the way. Especially downward to make a hole with a shovel. Or to drill. Or the like. Through rocks. Roads. Or the like. More generally. To make any similar hole by moving material out of the way. Details. Noun. Something small enough to escape casual notice. Verb. To explain in detail. Disco. Noun. A genre of dance music that was popular in the 1970s. Characterized by elements of soul music with a strong Latin American beat and often accompanied by pulsating lights. Verb. To dance disco-style dances. Noun. Slightly obsolete. A nightclub where dancing takes place. Bring about. Verb. To cause to take place. Alright. Adjective. Good. In acceptable, if not excellent condition. Interjection. Used to indicate acknowledgement or acceptance. Okay. Horseman. Noun. A man who rides a horse. Devoid. Verb. To empty out. To remove. Adjective. Empty. Having none of. Completely without. Aish. Interjection. Chiefly internet slang. Used as a filler response when one does not have a response to use. Almost always used by itself. Ethnic. Noun. An ethnic person. Especially a foreigner or member of an immigrant community. Adjective. Of or relating to a group of people having common racial, ancestral, national, religious or cultural origins. Forwarded. Verb. To advance, promote. Gasoline. Noun. A flammable liquid consisting of a mixture of refined petroleum hydrocarbons. Mainly used as a motor fuel. Petrol. Adjective. Made from or using gasoline. Expand. Verb. To change something from a smaller form and or size to a larger one. To spread out or lay open. Delivers. Verb. To set free from restraint or danger. Reliability. Noun. The quality of being reliable, dependable or trustworthy. Message. Noun. A communication. Or what is communicated. Any concept or information conveyed. Verb. To send a message to. To transmit a message to. E.g. as text via a cell phone. Repeated. Verb. To do or say again, and again. Adjective. Having been said or done again. Criticism. Noun. The act of criticizing. A critical judgment passed or expressed. Criteria. Noun. A single criterion. Noun. A standard or test by which individual things or people may be compared and judged. East. Noun. One of the four principal compass points. specifically 90 degrees, conventionally directed to the right on maps. The direction of the rising sun at an equinox, abbreviated as E. Adjective, situated or lying in or towards the east, eastward. Adverb, towards the east, eastwards. Diving. Verb, to swim under water. Noun, the action of the verb to dive in any sense. Adjective, that or who dives or dive. Exist. Verb, stative, to be, have existence, have being or reality. Sociologist. Noun, a scientist studying the field of sociology, a social scientist. Orbit. Noun, a circular or elliptical path of one object around another object, particularly in astronomy and space travel. Verb, to circle or revolve around another object. Comply. Verb, to yield assent, to accord, to acquiesce, agree, consent, to adapt oneself, to conform. Illustrate. Verb, to shed light upon. Cans. Noun, a more or less cylindrical vessel for liquids, usually of steel or aluminium, but sometimes of plastic, and with a carrying handle over the top. Verb, to seal in a can. Breath. Noun, the act or process of breathing. Boys. Noun, a young male. Noun, the testicles. Fall through. Verb, to be unsuccessful, abort, come to nothing, not, to be cancelled, not to proceed. Death. Noun, the cessation of life and all associated processes. The end of an organism's existence as an entity independent from its environment and its return to an inert, non-living state. Frustration. Noun, the feeling of annoyance when one's actions are criticized or hindered. Ideally. Adverb, in an ideal way, perfectly. Held. Verb, to grasp or grip. 60. Numeral, the cardinal number occurring after 59 and before 61. Represented in Roman numerals as LX and in Arabic numerals as 60. Offer. Noun, a proposal that has been made. Cynical. Adjective, of or relating to the belief that human actions are motivated only or primarily by base desires or selfishness. Soup. Noun, any of various dishes commonly made by combining liquids, such as water or stock with other ingredients, such as meat and vegetables, that contribute flavor and texture. Verb, to feed, to provide with soup or a meal. Hospital. Noun, a large medical facility, usually in a building with multiple floors, where seriously ill or injured patients are given extensive medical and/or surgical treatment. Adjective, hospitable. Rotten. Adjective, of perishable items, overridden with bacteria and other infectious agents. Adverb, to an extreme degree. Fanatic. Noun, a person who is zealously enthusiastic for some cause, especially in religion. Adjective, fanatical. Comedian. Noun, an entertainer who performs in a humorous manner, especially by telling jokes. Doctors. Noun, a physician, a member of the medical profession, one who is trained and licensed to heal the sick or injured. The final examination and qualification may award a doctor degree, in which case the post-nominal letters are D.O., D.P.M., M.D., D.M.D., D.D.S. in the U.S. or M.B.B.S. in the U.K. Verb, to act as a medical doctor. To 19. Numeral, the cardinal number occurring after 18 and before 20. Represented in Roman numerals as 19 and in Arabic numerals as 19. It is the last, largest of the teens. Reporting. Verb, to relate details of an event or incident, to recount, describe something. Noun, the creation of reports, as for a business or a journal. Fruit. Noun, often in the plural, in general, a product of plant growth useful to man or animals. Verb, to produce fruit, seeds, or spores. Flower. Noun, a colorful, conspicuous structure associated with angiosperms, frequently scented and attracting various insects, and which may or may not be used for sexual reproduction. Verb, to put forth blooms. Integration. Noun, the act or process of making whole or entire. Noun, the process of countering racial segregation. Documentary. Noun, a film, TV program, publication, etc., which presents a social, political, scientific or historical subject in a factual or informative manner. Adjective, of, related to, or based on documents. Slept. Verb, to rest in a state of reduced consciousness. Localized. Verb, to make local, to fix in, or assign to, a definite place. Adjective, limited to a particular area, in a local vicinity only. Lend. Noun, the lumbar region, loin. Possessions. Noun, control or occupancy of something for which one does not necessarily have private property rights. Rocks. Noun, an enormous mythical bird in Eastern legend. Noun, rockuronium. Noun, a formation of minerals. Specifically. Noun, an act of rocking, a rocking motion, a sway. Verb, to move gently back and forth. Verb, to play, perform, or enjoy rock music, especially with a lot of skill or energy. Noun, distaff. Noun, money. Get off. Verb, to move from being on top of something to not being on top of it. Sandcastle. Noun, a sculpture made of sand and resembling a miniature castle, typically, but not always, made for fun by a child on a beach. Blue. Noun, the color of the clear sky or the deep sea, between green and violet in the visible spectrum, and one of the primary additive colors for transmitted light, the color obtained by subtracting red and green from white light using magenta and cyan filters, or any color resembling this. Verb, to make or become blue. Adjective, of the color blue. Band. Noun, a strip of material used for strengthening or coupling. Verb, to fasten with a band. Grades. Noun, a rating. Verb, to assign scores to the components of an academic test. Noun, grammar school, primary school, or the years of school prior to high school. Awful. Adjective, very bad. Adverb, awfully, dreadfully, terribly. Dependable. Noun, a reliable person or thing. Adjective, able, or easily able to be depended on. Resident. Noun, a person, animal or plant living at a certain location or in a certain area. Adjective, dwelling, or having an abode, in a place for a continued length of time, residing on one's own estate. Noun, the head spy in a residentura. Nick. Noun, a small cut in a surface. Verb, to make a nick or notch in, to cut or scratch in a minor way. Observations. Noun, the act of observing, and the fact of being observed. See observance. Experienced. Verb, to observe certain events, undergo a certain feeling or process, or perform certain actions that may alter one or contribute to one's knowledge, opinions, or skills. Adjective, having experience and skill in a subject. Responsibility. Noun, the state of being responsible, accountable, or answerable. Initiatives. Noun, a beginning, a first move. Means. Verb, to lament. Verb, to intend. Noun, now chiefly in the plural, a method or course of action used to achieve some result. Noun, resources, riches. Noun, an instrument or condition for attaining a purpose. Scientific. Adjective, of, or having to do with science. Coup. Noun, a quick, brilliant, and highly successful act. Verb, to make a coup. Rope. Noun, thick strings. Yarn. Monofilaments. Metal wires. or strands of other cordage that are twisted together to form a stronger line. Verb, to tie something with rope. Grass. Noun, any plant of the family Poaceae, characterized by leaves that arise from nodes in the stem and leaf bases that wrap around the stem, especially those grown as ground cover rather than for grain. Verb, to lay out on the grass, to knock down an opponent, etc. Damp. Noun, moisture, humidity, dampness. Verb, to dampen, to make moderately wet. Adjective, in a state between dry and wet, moderately wet, moist. Fog. Noun, a thick cloud that forms near the ground, the obscurity of such a cloud. Verb, to become covered with or as if with fog. Fare. Noun, a going, journey, travel, voyage, course, passage. Inform. Verb, to instruct, train, usually in matters of knowledge. Reader. Noun, a person who reads. Pay. Noun, money given in return for work, salary or wages. Verb, to give money or other compensation to in exchange for goods or services. Adjective, operable or accessible on deposit of coins. Reallocate. Verb, to allocate a resource to another person or purpose. Addition. Noun, the act of adding anything,